As I told you after UFC Nashville that Jessica Andrade vs Mackenzie Dern makes all the sense in the world, we have good news that this fight has been announced this week. Now let's scientifically check what fights make sense after UFC 292. I'm your guy with the Indian accent and you are on the Fight Book. The most important question in fans' minds after UFC 292 is who Sean O'Malley is gonna face next. O'Malley has stated that he wants to stay active and wants to fight in December at UFC 296. So right now, there are 3 names in the title contention and one of them would be his first title defense. First is Marlon Vera, the only man to beat Sean O'Malley and whom O'Malley has called out at UFC 292. Second is Aljamain Sterling, who has postponed his plans to move up to the featherweight division and is campaigning with his friend Merab Dvalishvili to get a rematch with O'Malley. And third is none other than Dvalishvili himself, who is currently riding the longest active win streak in the bantamweight division and wants to take revenge on O'Malley for his best friend. As we know that Chito Vera has not defeated any top 5 guy yet, so we can say he hasn't earned that title shot. But on the other hand, Sterling's performance against Sean O'Malley was also not worthy of a rematch. So the fight which makes most of the sense is Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili. But we also know that the UFC is business and it's all up to them to whom they give the shot first. And most probably it will be Marlon Vera because his rematch sells a lot more than Sterling or Dvalishvili, as he is a fan favorite as well as holds a victory over current champion. Now if Sterling doesn't get the rematch with Sean O'Malley, there is no other good matchup left for him in the division. He has defeated every top contender, so him fighting against guys like Dominic Cruz doesn't make sense. I don't think he will make the bantamweight limit again for a non-title fight, so he may move up after he realizes that he is not getting the title shot, and for him, the best matchup in the featherweight division is the winner of Holloway vs Zombie. For Yang Weili's next title fight, there are 2 names, Yan Xiaonan and Tatiana Suarez, that are in the title contention. But only one name is being mentioned by officials, which is Yan Xiaonan. Dana stated that they are planning an event in China, so a title fight between 2 Chinese would sell a lot, even as a co-main event. Lemos, on the other hand, is in a position where she has to prove she still deserves to be in the top 5. So a fight with up-and-comer Virna Jandiroba, who is currently riding a 2-fight win streak, makes a lot of sense. Dana White wants Ian Gary to fight in MSG at UFC 295 in November before getting him a UFC Dublin main event. Gary is currently ranked at number 11 and is going up in the rankings. Most sensible next fight for him was Stephen Thompson, who has declined this fight according to Dana White. So the only fight left for Ian Gary is Vicente Luque, who just came back in the win column with a win over RDA. Why no other fight makes sense for Ian Gary is because Brady, Neal and Burns are healing up, Rakhmonov is going up in the rankings just like him, and top guys like Muhammad, Covington and Usman will not fight a guy outside of top 10. As far as Magny is concerned, he is a warrior for taking risky fights, but who cares about his next fight? After that domination, he needs to defend his spot against any unranked up-and-comer like Mike Malott or Michael Morales. Now that's all. Please let me know if you have some other good matchups in your mind. Now I'll see you in the next video, so till then, do whatever you want.